It started as a normal Thursday evening. Malik swiped through the app, half-heartedly, tired from another day of spreadsheets, meetings, and deadlines. He wasn't looking for anything serious, just the kind of casual conversation that made the quiet loneliness of city life feel a little lighter. But then he saw him. A photograph of a man smiling, warm eyes that seemed to pierce through the screen. His name was Arman. Malik hesitated before swiping right, unsure if he should. Something about the calm confidence in his gaze made Malik's heart stutter. And when he did swipe, the app showed him, "It's a match." They started chatting. At first, casual, talking about coffee shops, favorite films, the weather in the city, but soon Malik found himself looking forward to those little notifications. Every ping of his phone made his heart race. Arman had a way of making him feel seen, understood, even through messages. Then came the first phone call. Malik had expected a voice that was polite, maybe slightly distant, the way people often are online. But Arman's voice was smooth, warm, and unhurried. Every word seemed intentional, every laugh infectious. Malik didn't just like the sound of him, he felt it deep in his chest. They talked for hours that night, about everything and nothing. Malik found himself confessing secrets he hadn't told anyone in years, things he was too afraid to say in the office, in the world. And Arman listened, really listened, without judgment, with patience and quiet intensity. It wasn't until a week later that Malik realized something he should have noticed sooner. Arman mentioned a meeting he had at a certain downtown office, and the address. It was the same office where Malik worked. Panic and excitement collided. He tried to brush it off at first, pretending it was a coincidence. But then he saw him, in person, walking through the office lobby on a Monday morning. Malik froze, his coffee shaking slightly in his hands. Arman's gaze landed on him, and the world seemed to tilt. "Malik," Arman said, smiling just like in the photos, but now with a sharpness, an awareness. "I didn't expect to see you here." The truth couldn't be avoided. Malik swallowed hard. I work here," he admitted, suddenly feeling like a teenager caught sneaking out. Arman's smile didn't falter. Instead, he leaned closer, voice low and smooth. "And I'm your new manager." The world tilted again, this time in a dizzying mix of fear and thrill. Malik could barely focus the rest of the day. Every meeting, every glance, every shared corridor felt charged, electric. It was dangerous, thrilling, intoxicating. They tried to maintain professionalism. Malik threw himself into his work, keeping distance in the office while their late-night messages continued, full of teasing, warmth, and the unspoken tension that neither dared voice out loud. One rainy Friday, Malik stayed late, finishing a project, the office empty except for the soft hum of fluorescent lights. He was surprised when Arman appeared, umbrella dripping, a mischievous smile on his face. "You didn't leave early," Arman said. "I had to finish this," Malik replied, trying to sound casual, though his heart hammered. Arman moved closer, lowering his voice. "You're here alone, and it's raining." His gaze held Malik's. "Come on, let me walk you out." The walk in the rain was surreal. Malik kept his jacket tightly wrapped around him, but it couldn't shield him from the warmth of Arman's presence. They didn't talk much. Words felt unnecessary. The rain fell around them, cold and steady, but Malik felt a heat inside him that made every drop feel electric. When they reached Malik's car, Arman's hand brushed against his, lingering longer than necessary. Malik's breath caught. I shouldn't," he murmured. Arman's smile was soft, knowing. "I know," he whispered. "But we can't control what we feel, can we?" Malik wanted to resist, wanted to deny the fluttering ache in his chest. But the truth was impossible to ignore. They leaned in, just a fraction, enough for their lips to brush, tentative but full of unspoken promise. The weeks that followed were a careful dance of secrecy and longing. Every glance across the office, every shared smile, was charged with the thrill of forbidden desire. They navigated the impossible line between professional boundaries and the magnetic pull they felt for each other. Then came the night Malik realized he was completely, irrevocably in love. They were at a small downtown cafe, late, talking about life, the universe, everything. Arman reached across the table, taking Malik's hand. "I've been thinking," Arman said softly, eyes searching. "About us, about this." Malik's heart pounded. And Arman took a deep breath, as if steadying himself. I don't care about the rules, Malik. I don't care about the office or who might see. I only care about you. Malik felt tears prick his eyes. I've been scared, he admitted. Scared of what it could mean, scared of losing everything, but I can't deny it anymore. I love you, Arman. The confession hung in the air, sweet and heavy. Arman smiled, pressing a gentle kiss to Malik's hand. I love you too. More than I thought possible. From that night, everything changed. They were no longer just colleagues, no longer just two men connected through an app. They were entwined in a secret world, one full of laughter, stolen kisses, whispered promises, and the comfort of knowing they belonged together. Their love wasn't without its challenges. Office rumors, cautious steps, and stolen moments in crowded city streets kept them on edge. But every challenge made the moments they shared more precious. And as they lay together one rainy night, Malik tracing patterns on Arman's chest, he realized that love wasn't about safety or convenience. It was about truth, connection, and the courage to take the leap, even when the world said otherwise. He thought back to that ordinary Thursday when he had swiped right, never imagining the storm of love that would follow. But now, in the quiet warmth of Arman's embrace, he knew it was worth every risk. Because sometimes, love finds you in the most unexpected places. Even on a dating app, even when he's your boss, and even when the world seems impossible. And in that moment, Malik understood something simple, yet profound: the heart doesn't follow rules. It follows love.